So I've been covering SoundCloud on quite a few videos recently, and I do have a SoundCloud playlist. But in this video, we're going to be looking more about this Amplify functionality in terms of what it actually does for us, including some useful answers that may actually help if you're interested in maybe joining the Artist Pro account. Now, I've had a few comments basically saying, oh, these are bots, that are getting listens to your music. So I thought I'd delve a little deeper. So when you amplify a track, you can amplify currently 2 tracks a month on the artist account if you pay for that. If you go for the Artist Pro account subscription model, then you're able to amplify or boost unlimited tracks. Okay, so that is something. Now you can only amplify a track once, as far as I'm aware, and I've just done a video explaining how to do that for when you upload a new track, and also if you do it within a 2-week window, you're still able to amplify tracks that have been uploaded within the last 2 days. 2 days, yes, not 2 weeks. So if I go to see how it works, we've got some more information here. Okay, now it says you found your voice, now find your audience. And this is one of the challenges that we have, because we've got the likes of Spotify and we've got SoundCloud, but we want to be discovered. Okay, now there's so much noise out there, particularly with AI music now, some people doing thousands of tracks and just uploading them. People still want to have their tracks heard. So this is all about amplifying. Okay, so you found your voice, now find your audience. Get access to Artist Pro's algorithm that puts your music in the headphones of the listeners most likely to love it when your tracks drop. Now, the reason why they do that is because they use their algorithm. So they use their algorithm to push out your music to over 100 people. Okay. The zero plays problem is now solved. Artist Pro's predictive audio algorithm analyzes your track and recommends it to 100 listeners, it should be plus, 100 listeners with similar tastes based on music they've loved in the past. While other platforms' algorithms require existing plays to recommend a track, your music can start reaching its audience as soon as you hit upload. That's not actually true. You have to upload the music and click amplify, but yeah. The best playlists to showcase your tracks. Playlists like buzzing and editorial playlists, which they do, feature the best new artists and tracks based on genuine fan engagement. When you upload your next track, opt into our algorithm as an Artist Pro subscriber to have your track analysed, recommended, and potentially featured on buzzing. So that's a good extra that I didn't actually think was there before. The full SoundCloud experience, so you can get unlimited uploads if you subscribe as an Artist Pro. You get advanced insights to know your fans and connect with them directly because you can DM them. Premium features that help your music get heard. Better yet, Artist Pro subscribers get on average 400 plus more listens. Interestingly, someone mentioned yesterday, oh, nobody listens on SoundCloud anymore. And I thought, well, maybe that is an opportunity then, because if people have that understanding and that in their heads, they won't use the platform, which means that you can get more reach. So it depends which way you look at things. You can upload your music. They talk about algorithms here, that they simply can't recommend tracks with zero plays. If no one has listened yet, they've got no signals. So by having Artist Pro, it changes the game. By using AI, which is what they use for the algorithm, they can quickly analyze tracks and surface them to listeners who are likely to enjoy it. Now, you don't have visibility of that. I'd like to see SoundCloud actually feature, things like genres, BPM, what key you're in, what characteristics your track actually has, so that you get an idea, so that you could even help further the reach. Currently, we don't have knowledge of that. We just get the end listeners of who's listened to your music, who's liked them, who's commented. So now the good thing, there is a use case for this, because there's nothing worse than uploading your music to streaming services, including SoundCloud, and having zero plays. There's no point, is there really? So it's nice that they've got this feature on the Artist Pro subscription. They have other things as well, like unlimited uploads, creator tools, monetization on SoundCloud tracks, and advanced insights in terms of statistics. Now, we can help you find your first listeners and get things going. So the way that it works, you upload a public track, click Amplify to opt in, analyze the track, match it with likely listeners, and they recommend it to around 100 of them. which increases your chances of reaching new fans and provides invaluable feedback about your work. Now, that's only if someone comments on it. Now, this FAQs is quite important. So, which uploads are eligible? Now, this is only applicable to music tracks under 10 minutes that's set to public and uploaded by the Artist Pro subscribers, and only 30 tracks per subscriber will be eligible per day. How many people are you going to be surfacing these new uploads to? The update was designed to give your music the best chance possible. We start by recommending your tracks to around 100 people with listener profiles that align with your sound. Note that while we can recommend your track to people, we can't force them to listen all the way through. You could if you paid them. So this does not mean every track is guaranteed 100 listens. Who are my tracks being surfaced to? Are these plays coming from bots? We are not showing tracks to random accounts. We're matching them up to listeners who are likely to love them based on their use of autoplay, user activity, and listening history. This naturally weeds out bots which typically don't have this type of data available. Creators are limited to a total of 30 uploads for recommendation per day. So I hope that's clarified things. It doesn't give you complete assurance that they are not bots, because I guess there's an element of control there, like perhaps listeners could be bots and SoundCloud may not know about it, but then why would they do that? So in terms of the autoplay algorithm, it helps connect fans with similar tastes based on indicators from their user activity and listening history. So for example, if a user is a huge fan of digicore, your digicore tracks should show up in their autoplay. Well, if I don't want my tracks to be heard by lots of new fans, you can always upload a private link and share directly with your fans and collabs. I've done that in the past with SoundCloud, to be fair, quite a few times. If I wanted to send certain tracks out to labels, submissions, playlists, it can be useful for that. Publicly uploaded tracks have always been and will continue to be eligible for inclusion in the SoundCloud's autoplay and recommendation algorithms. Who will be able to see these tracks? Publicly available tracks on SoundCloud are available to everyone and can be seen by anyone. This change just means that your tracks will be suggested to more listeners and more potential fans through autoplay. Now, I joined on Artist Pro yesterday. I did a video this morning about, the last 24 hours kind of stats and how well we're doing. So I am going to try and keep you guys up to date. So if you do want to subscribe, if you haven't already, then that would really help the channel as well. How will this impact my listening experience on SoundCloud? Making sure that autoplay remains a fun and valuable way to discover new music will always be a top priority. As we test this initiative, we'll be making adjustments based on listener behaviour and to make sure we're recommending the right tracks to listeners they will resonate with. So they are trying to tweak this because it's early days. And our recommendations are tailored to your listening behaviour and can help surface tracks you might be interested in. If you don't want to listen to autoplay recommendations, you can always hit the skip button, queue up songs, create a playlist, or actively choose what tracks to listen to. So hopefully that's given you more insight into this Artist Pro account and in terms of the actual Amplify feature itself. I've already covered this, I think, previously on the first video or the second video I did of SoundCloud. So make sure you check out the SoundCloud playlist on this channel if you're interested in more. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.